So these are basically the things we're going to be talking about: the launch, Covis Club International, the Covis Academy, all right, and Covid Coin. All right, so let's get started. Once again, welcome to tonight's presentation. Okay, so of course, as we all know, Covis Club International is registered in about 7 countries. All right, officially, of course, their certificates are not fully displayed here. We just have for Nigeria and South Africa. Maybe the next presentation, we're going to have all of them fully listed here. All right, so we have the Uganda certificate just came out about two days ago. So Covis Club is officially registered in Uganda, and of course we have Ghana, we have Tanzania, we have Botswana, we have a lot of them, just about 7 of them, fully registered to run businesses. Okay, so all right, so and you all know Covis Club International is officially not just registered now, officially operating more than 25 countries around the world. Okay, so and we have more of them in Africa also, and it keeps growing and growing and growing and all like that, and all like that. So Covis Club International is a network marketing club that is committed to raising successful entrepreneurs through providing free information products and skill acquisition programs. And also, we are also helping the poor and the less privileged around us. Okay, so as a member, you have access to our digital, or you have access to Covis Club International free digital e-library. All right, so and you have access to it for free because you are because you are a member of the club. All right, so and there are a lot of powerful skills that you can learn from the comfort of your home. Just go there, download the e-materials and study them. We have materials on importation, on digital marketing, okay, on WhatsApp marketing, how to build a WhatsApp TV and market on WhatsApp or your status and what have you. And of course, we have stuff that you can use to learn vocational skill like hand sanitizers, what's it called? A lot of vocational skills that you can of course learn. All right. So and you have access to all this for what? 100% free of charge. That is amazing. Okay. So our vision is to create a world where entrepreneurship, wealth, and charity becomes a normal thing. All right. So it is very important. Everybody deserves to be rich. All right. So it's something you must desire for yourself, that you want to be rich. It is not good for us to be poor. Poverty is not part of God's agenda for us. All right. So it's 100% important that you know that you have the capacity and you deserve to be rich, irrespective of where you came from, your family background, or whatever. You deserve to be rich. And you need to tell yourself that every single day, all right, that you deserve to be rich. And you can say that listening to me. Tell yourself that I deserve to be rich. Tell yourself, I deserve to be rich. Come on, I want you to say it. I deserve to be rich. Good, good. I like that. So we are focused in ensuring every single member learns how to be financially stabilized. So you don't be the one to look for hand-me-down, but you are the one giving out arms to people to help a lot of people. All right. So, and for you to do that, you take part or participate in our unique business model, which we are going to show you in the course of this training. All right, so our mission is to empower people to be self-dependent by learning various skills and marketing. Marketing skill is very important. You know, somebody said something. He said, if you don't know how to sell, you have written a formal letter to poverty. And I'll repeat that again. If you don't know how to sell, you know, a lot of people, when you talk to them about them being able to sell a product or market a product and all of that, they see like one big thing. But what they don't know that is selling and marketing is a skill. All right. So most big companies today, they don't want to know the kind of degree you have as a lawyer or as a legal practitioner or as an accountant. Nobody wants to know, all right, the kind of degree or certificate you have. If you don't know how to sell, nobody is interested in you. I was listening to one of my mentors, and he was saying in his company, whenever he wants to employ anybody in any post, he looks for somebody who have that skill attached to selling skill. All right. So all his staff knows how to sell. So, like I said before, if you don't know how to sell, you have written a formal letter to poverty. It is very critical, you know that. So we are going to ensure you learn the skills and marketing expertise for you to grow your business. So we also provide opportunity to turn ordinary people to extraordinary millionaires, to eradicate poverty and increase financial stability, to build a family who stand together to attain financial freedom. The day you sign into Covis Club International, that very day, decide to be a part of this family, Covis Club International. All right. So, and I want to welcome every one of us that are members into this royal and this dignified family. Okay. So now we have our basic services. These are benefits you stand to get when you are a part of Covis Club International. The first is access to CCI. CCI means Covis Club International. That's a short form of Covis Club International. So access to CCI e-library for free, paid intensive entrepreneurship and skill acquisition program, access to join Covis Global Cooperative community, members, events, and ceremonial support, humanitarian services, free food stuff allowance, monthly salary for 12 months, income opportunity, including shopping allowance. Okay, so we have the free food stuff allowance as well. This comes in the global metrics, and monthly salary also in the global metric, which I'm going to explain as we move into this presentation today. All right, so we're going to take them one after the other. Okay, so this is the sample of the CCI digital library. Okay, this is a sample of the CCI digital library. All right, so okay, just a moment. All right, this is the access. This is a sample of the CCI e-library. So you have access to all this e-material. So when you're a member, you go to transaction. Under transaction, you see e-library, and you have access to what? To the e-library platform. Okay, just a moment, please. Okay, so that is how this works here. Then the next on the services, we have the paid intensive entrepreneurship and skill acquisition, because it is very critical you learn a skill, irrespective of what you do. You know, a lot of people go to school, get professional degree, but when they come out, they don't have a skill, something that they can hold on to, because you cannot really tell how things will go at the end of the day. So it is important you learn a skill, no matter how small. All right, we have a lot of people who probably studied accounting in school, and today they know how to code, they know how to build websites. All right, we have a lot of persons who studied something different entirely, but they have a skill. Some of them are fashion designers, they know how to sew clothes. Are you getting it? So it's very critical you learn a skill, no matter how it is, learn a skill. So that's why we are actually putting something together, or we're putting this together for people who are interested in acquiring an intensive entrepreneurship and skill program. All right. So, and to better explain that, I'm going to say some things here, which is very, very important. You know, when some of us, or when we were in school and during our exams, the examiner usually serves us examination paper, all right? And when you are giving your examination paper, they will tell you to read, they will tell you to read the instruction on the what? On the booklet, or read the instruction on the question paper. All right. So, and you know, many of us probably don't read those instructions. And when we don't read those instructions, we bear the consequences of not reading them. All right. So, and this is the way it comes most times. Maybe you're writing a faculty, your department, your course, and will tell you instruction, read so answer instruction. Now, something happened one day. There was a guy that was giving that was actually giving a question paper to answer, and he did not read the instruction. And little did he know that the instruction says question one carries 40 marks and the other questions carries 20 marks. And this guy left question one and answered question two, three, four, and five. All right. Unfortunately for him, he did so well in the remaining ones because he did not read the question and the instruction on the question paper. He answered the remaining one and left question one. All right. So when the result came out, he failed and he started asking, I did so well in others. I did so well in question two, three, and four. I knew I answered this question, but unfortunately, he didn't know that all the questions he answered put together were just 60 marks. Why? Just question one carried 40 marks and it was failed. So I dare say to you that your ignorance to an instruction does not exonerate you from the consequences it brings. That you don't understand how something works doesn't mean you won't suffer the consequences. It's just like somebody say, if I move up the cliff, probably I don't know gravity exists. When I jump down, gravity will say, "Oh, because I don't know you exist, so nothing will happen to you." Yeah, that person is going to fall down seriously and will get seriously injured if he or she survives that fall. All right, so it's very important you understand how to make money. Very important you understand how Covis Club International work and learn how to take advantage of every single instruction you hear tonight. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to make a very powerful quote from the genius, which is Dr. or Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. He said, your education begins when you leave school, not when you are in school. As a matter of fact, this man said, he said, if you want to be rich, don't go to school. All right. So he said your education begins not when you are in school, but when you leave school. You know, when we were in school, you know, they usually tell us, they actually teaches us biology, chemistry, physics, name all the stuffs there in school. And you know, most of our parents told us go to school, get good grade, and get a job. But of course, that era has passed. The era of professionalism has passed. Okay, so and during our school period, they will tell us to label the parts of a cockroach. Of course, for me, I never liked biology. So whenever they tell us during the examination or test or whatever to name the part of a cockroach, I usually don't even know how to do that. Okay, it was very difficult for me to really achieve all these many diagrams, knowing and memorizing this and that. All right. But at the end of the day, they taught us chemistry, they taught us biology, they taught us physics, and all the many stuffs. And I dare say a poor education breeds a poor generation. One of the biggest problems some of our country have, especially Nigeria, where I live in, is poor education because some of the things they taught us today, as a matter of fact, the things they are teaching some students now, currently are some of the things they taught us and some of the past students 10 years ago. And of course, 10 years ago, 1 liter of fuel was, I think, about 18-20 naira. Okay, and you cannot compare now that 1 liter of fuel is almost 100 and something. So if what they taught them then could help them survive, and they are teaching the same people the same thing today, how do you want them to survive in the same and in a more difficult and intense economy? So meaning you must learn something different. All right. So they taught us physics, chemistry, and biology, but somehow I was so amazed that they omitted a course called numismatology. And of course, numismatology is actually the study and the collection of money. They taught us everything, and they missed numismatology in our syllabus, in my syllabus. It was so unfortunate. So, and you have to understand that numismatology is actually the study and the collection of money. But then we needed to move on and to make our life. Now, I want to share something with us, which is very important, and because this data will help us achieve some of the things we want to achieve tonight. Okay, so now in 1804, it was recorded that in the world population was 1 billion people. Well, there was 1 billion people in the world, and the ratio of land per man as at that time was 1:1. Let's assume the ratio of land per man was 1:1. 1972, that's 123 years later, it was recorded that the world population increased to 2 billion. So meaning the ratio of land per man increased to 1:2. All right. In 1960, 33 years after, it was increased to 3 billion. In 1974, it increased to 4 billion. 13 years after, that's 1987, it increased to 5 billion. So at this time, the ratio of land to man was 1:5. All right. So in 1999, it was announced that we were 6 billion people. That's 12 years later. Then 13 years later, it increased to 7 billion. All right. That was in 2012. So at this time, the ratio of land per man was 1:7. Okay. And of course, in 2026, it's already forecasted that there are going to be 8 billion people on this planet Earth. Now, the truth is, the Earth has never grown bigger, but there are more people flooding into the population. So what that tells us is this, that the land space, as the land space per man is decreasing. All right. What that means is, if we are in a space of, let's say, 100 meters or 100 acres or whatever you call it, and you have just one person there, the land space can be very, very accommodative. So you imagine you put in 100 people, you realize that the land space per each person on that space is gradually decreasing. What is going to be given to one person is decreasing compared to the population when it was just one person on that same space. So therefore, the competition for survival is increasing. That is the reason. Part of this is the reason for unemployment, whereby you put up an advert that you need the post of a marketing or of an admin or of a manager and all of that. Many years ago, you get few persons bidding or application for that job, but you could literally say you need just two two admin or two managers, and you have more than 1,000 people applying for it. Why? Because the competition for survival is actually not increasing. So what do you do? What is the way out? Now, this is the tool which I have for us today. If you must survive, if you must win in this economy, there are two things you must have. Number one, you must have enough skill and you must have enough money. You must have enough skill and you must do what? You must have enough money. You cannot play down. Even if you have money, you need enough skill, managerial skill, marketing skill, employment skill, how to employ people in your company, how to leadership skill. There are a lot of skill you need to sustain whatever you do, whatever you have, which is very important. Okay, so that brings us to what Covis Training Academy. Now, Covis Training Academy has a lot of skills you can learn, and our academy is going to be strictly online training courses. So what we are doing, initially we were doing both offline and whatever. Okay, so but from now till next year, there's a project. We just launched this Covis Training Academy. I want to make it more professional, whereby people have access to video training courses. All right. So what we're going to do is very simple. You can have somebody who is very skilled in a particular area, shoot a video like a training course, all right, for that particular skill, and put it on the platform for people to learn. So just one video can serve millions of people. All right. So that is what basically we're going to be doing. And we're going to be doing that on different courses as it demands when it comes to digital marketing, comes to cryptocurrency, comes to forex trading, comes to a lot of modern skill that is needed for the now, not old school skills. No, skills that are needed for the now. It's going to be strictly online training courses, video courses that are going to put together on our platform, and it's going to cut across real estate, digital marketing, dropshipping, freelancing, mini importation, forex trading, cryptocurrency. All right, all kinds of vocational skills related to agriculture, graphics design, website, content creation, blogging, cinematography and video editing, public speaking, and on and on and on like that. Okay, so and of course, these skills are not going to, for you to have access to these video courses, they are not going to be free. All right. So, but if you become a member of Covis Club, as a member of Covis Club International, you enjoy this training benefit. All right. And you get discount based on the level and stage that you are. All right. So, skill acquisition, discount, and bonuses. That's the video courses now. So, when you're in stage one, let's say we have a video course that's maybe $5 or $20 or whatever, you get a 10% discount because you are what you're in stage one. When you get to stage two, you grow your account to stage two, the same cost, all right, but it's going to be discounted 30% discount. So the higher you go on your membership level, stage and level in the club, it gives you access to what? To discount on training. And guess what, guys? Anybody who apply or who subscribe to any video course on the platform, if you are the person that introduced that person into Covis Club International, you get a 10%. All right. So if you introduced a lot of people to Covis Club International, whenever they subscribe for a video course, you get a 10% bonus on how much they pay for any of those video courses. All right. So that's how that works, and you get certified. So now that also brings us to you joining the Covis Global Cooperative community. I said something which was related to population. Now, in as much as population has a disadvantage of unemployment, which triggers the fact that you need to learn a skill, you also need to understand that population is also an opportunity. Because when you have a product or a service, for example, if you are in Benin, I'm using Nigeria as a case study. If you're in Benin, or probably you're in Akure, and you have a product or a service that you want to sell. Now, Benin or Akure doesn't really have that population. But if you come to Lagos to sell that same product or service, you are going to sell, irrespective of where you are. So, but where you are also determines how much you're going to sell. But in Lagos, because of the population, it is the propensity or the ability for you to have more people to buy whatever you are producing or you're selling. It's very high. Why? Because of population. So population is also an advantage, and we are taking advantage of that population today. Don't forget, I said as of today we have about 7 point something billion people all around the world. 7 point something billion people, and that is massive. What are we going to do with that population? That is my question to you. So we are going to create a system now that we are going to take advantage of that population to make a lot of money. All right. So I believe every one of us, you are part of this system, and let's make this together. And now we are bringing a system, a cooperative that is going to operate globally, and everybody is going to be a part of a single structure where we all make money with individuals or with ourselves collectively. All right, so let's move on this. All right, so welcome to Covis Global Cooperative Community. This is a community that is here to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor. So we have five objectives of the CGCC. We have the membership profit circle. We have the monthly savings for members, weekly contribution, automated system, membership loan, investment projects. All right. So, but the emphasis for tonight is going to be the membership profit circle. All right. That's the emphasis for tonight. So others are going to be coming up as we move through this membership profit circle. All right. So let's get to the next slide. So the membership profit circle, okay, the membership profit circle is actually a single global structure. Get this, it is very critical. It's a single global structure. You know, there are a lot of people who have joined Covis Club International or probably network marketing, and they find it very difficult to introduce people. Probably people want to see results first before they join them, or what have you. This is a platform that can help you make a lot of money, show a lot of results, and attract people to join your business. Why? Because everybody belongs to each other. Nobody, there's nothing like, oh, this is Ghana's team, this is Cameroon's team, this is Kenya's team. No, this is Nigeria. No, everybody runs on the same structure. All right. So the membership profit circle is a single structure where everyone circles and recycles out several times with 200% profit of their one-time entry fee. What that means is if you enter into the $2 profit circle, you circle out the 200%, which is $4. That's times 2 of whatever you use in entering. But the thing is, $2 from that $4 will be used to replace you into that system. So you can cash out $2, meaning you have gotten your major capital, all right? Then when it replaces you into the system, you cycle out again, you come out with another $4. $2 will be taken to take you back into the system, just on and on like that. So that's why it is said that you earn 200% profit of your one-time entry fee. All right. So, and it has 9 different circles, and participation criteria is tied to your Covis Club International matrix stage and levels. What that means is if you are on just stage 1, level 0, you can only join the $2 circle board. If you move your account to stage 1, level 1, you can join the $2 and the $5 circle board. If you move your account to okay, the next level is stage 2, you can join 2, 5, and 10. So what that means is your ability to join any circle board depends on the level or the stage and the level you are in Covis Club International. So the reason it's done like that so that people don't focus here and neglect their matrix. So it's a strategy for you to also grow your matrix as you go. I have a lot of people who have already paid. This is going to be launching. This is going to be launching tomorrow by the grace of God. I have a lot of people who have not even joined Covis before, but now they are part of Covis. They registered as members. They are on the matrix, and now they are joining the circle boards. Okay, so. All right, the membership world cycle is also a 2x2 matrix system. It's a 2x2 matrix system where everybody wins the system. And I will explain why we said everybody wins. All right. All right. Of course, everybody would not circle out at the same time. Okay, but I say everybody wins. Why? Because in addition, everyone gets free Covis Coin points that can be converted to money in future when Coin is fully launched. So whether or not you have circled out or you have not circled out, once you apply to join a board, all right, a profit circle board, you'll be given free Covis coin points. Now that is like an asset for you, all right, because that Covis coin points can be converted to money when Covis coin is launched in future, probably in the next 6 months or 1 year. So it's a massive project, and we're taking our time to build that particular project. Now, each circle has an entry fee, and the entry fee ranges from $2 to $1,000. So let's check the matrix. Now, this is where I'm going to be talking a brief about Covis Coin. All right, Covis Coin is a project that we're working on. All right, and we've started working on this project since 3-4 years, even before Covis Club International. All right, because we've already saw the future of cryptocurrency. So this Covis Coin is not a new idea. It's just that it's coming now at the right time, because when we started the project, then it wasn't really 100% the right time. So we needed to build Covis Club International, and now we're bringing back Covis Coin. So it's a project that has been on ground, right? So just that it's coming at the right time. So we're looking at launching this in the next 6 months to 1 year. So we're going to take our time, build a structure around it, build a product around it, build something that can make the value of the coin very, very high. So that if you have a point now, by the time this coin is launched, your point is going to be of a very high value, because you're going to convert that point into Covis coin. So it is important you know that. So how does it work? For every person that joins into the $2 plan, $2 gives you 20 points, $5 gives you 50 points. So if you come in with 2 and 5, so you're going to get 50 and 70 points. So if you upgrade to the $10 circle board, you get extra 100 points. $20 gives you 200 points, just like that, up to $1,000, which is 10,000 points. Okay, so this is how the membership profit cycle matrix looks like. It's just a simple 2x2 matrix system. It's not a long matrix. It's just something you enter, you circle out, you enter, you circle out. So it's first come, first out. So it arranges from left to right. So you enter, you circle out, just like that. Okay, so it's a 2x2 matrix system. And this is how it's being analyzed here. So we have 9 available profit circle boards, board 1, board 2 to board 9. Now, this is the stage criteria. So if you are on stage 1, you can only join board 1, and that will cost you $2. Circle out with $4. Auto recycling cost is $2. Then withdrawable amount is $2. Okay, so now at your second cycle, when you cycle out first, the second cycle, the system is going to deduct $0.5. It's called a service charge, but it's something that will be deducted on your second cycle. All right, so and it's just a one time. It's only on that second cycle that money is deducted just once. So you cycle out the third time, you get your full $2. So your second cycle, you earn 1.5. Why? Because of the service charge. Then board 2, you have to be on stage 1, level 1. So when you're on stage 1, level 1, you can join both board 1 and 2. When you're on stage 2, you can join both board 1, 2, 3. So just the same process. That's how it falls down to the 9th board, whereby you're on stage 4. Stage 4 can join board 1 to 9. And every board has their entry fee, as you can see on the table here. All right, so now another big one. Of course, in this system, there are a lot of people who would not refer, all right, because they know that everybody runs on the same structure. Okay, let me just position myself, I circle out, I make money. But don't forget, there are going to be people who will be the one to really, really bring in these people to come and join. Some persons will be very committed to do the referrals or doing the referrals. So they will not just wait, okay, to circle out. Why? Because they know that this system needs people to propagate, it needs people to move. Okay, and they are going to do that, and they're going to be rewarded powerfully. It's crazy. The referral bonus, in fact, is something everybody would want to refer, even though you feel like you don't know how to refer. Just tell your friends, "Oh, come and join Covis Profit Cycle Board." And you don't really know, you don't really have to refer to make money. All you just need to do is join and you cycle out, you make money, you make profit, and what have you. And that is a whole lot. And guess what? That same person who feels, "Oh, let me join without referral," by the time he sees the benefits, he too will go and refer. All right. So that's how it works. So how does the referral work? So or you earn 10% referral bonus on the entry and re-entry fee of those you sponsor to join the membership profit circle. What that means is if B uses a sponsor, or let me put it this way, if A brings in B to join the circle board or to join any circle board, immediately B joins using A's username, A gets 10% referral bonus instantly. And guess what? When B finishes that circle, when B finishes that circle, B is going to earn $2 for the $2 board. B is going to earn $2 for the $5 board. B is going to earn $5 at the end of that one circle. Now, A, apart from the first 10% he gets for entry, A gets another 25% of whatever B earns when B circles out. So A earn for $2 now, A will earn 10% of $2, which is $0.2. When B also finishes that circle and earns $2, B will also earn, A will also earn 25% of $2. And guess what, guys? It doesn't stop there. As long as that person is entering and re-entering, that's how A will keep getting 10%, 25%, 10%, 25%, 10%, 25%. So you imagine you have 50 people that you brought into that board on just $2 alone. Let alone you have persons you brought in that did $2 and $5. That's how as they are settling on the $2 and the $5, you're going to be earning 10% and 25% each. You imagine they did 5 balls, 2, 5, 10, 20. That's like going to be earning 10% and 25%, 10% and 25%, on and on like that. So as they circle and re-enter, you get a re-entry bonus of 10% and a recycling out bonus of 25%. Just like that. It's crazy, it's massive. All right. So like I said here, that you also earn 25% cycler referral bonus of whatever those you sponsor earn whenever they circle and recycle in and out of the system. So you earn 2 bonuses, 10% whenever they enter and re-enter, 25% whenever they circle out and recycle out. It's crazy. Something every single person want to experience. So that is that for the referral bonus. So yes, we can do this together. Together we can change the world. Join the movement circle now. The earlier you join, the faster you start earning. For those who want to wait for them to cycle, but for those who want to refer people to join, as you refer, you are earning. Okay. All right. So number 4 there at Covis Club, we have the membership event and ceremonial support. All right, which you can see here. You have the humanitarian service as well. So there are other features that make CCI very unique and powerful. All right, you earn from on stage when you refer anybody you refer to join you get 1% referral bonus. All right. From infinity to the end, you get incentives in levels and not when you fully complete the stage. CCI operates on partial balancing and partial one-leg effect matrix from stage 2 to infinity. Okay, please just a moment. All right, so this here I'll create partial balancing. Okay, this is for the Covis Club International matrix, not for the cooperative. So please you need to know how to differentiate this. Cooperative is a single membership profit circle, while Covis Club International is the normal stage one, stage two, stage three matrix. The total number needed to qualify for a car is relatively low compared to other networks. At point of registration, you have access to money making and educating information materials. You can withdraw your earnings from Teller and Bowl and register anybody anywhere. All right, and we have an active WhatsApp support line. Okay, so now for you to even be a part of the membership profit circle or the cooperative or what have you, you must also be a part of Covis Club International first because that is the mother company, that is the major company. All right, that you must be a part of. So you cannot join the cooperative without being a member here first. So and you do that with a one-time registration fee of $5. Don't forget when you do your $5, you can join only a $2 board. All right, so we have 6 ways you can earn. We have the referral bonus, matrix bonus, step out bonus, charity empowerment bonus, incentive bonus, and structure. Okay. All right, so for everyone you refer, you get $1. So referral, you can refer as many persons directly as possible. For every person, please, you can ask your question later. Let's finish the meeting. But I think I've taken note of some of the questions we have here. Okay, so for every new person you refer to join Covis Club International, you imagine somebody come up to you and like, wow, I want to join the cycle, but okay, you have to be a member of Covis Club International. Now you're going to register the person on Covis Club International. First, you get $1, okay, as referral bonus. Then the person joins the cycler board, you get 20% and 25%. So you see, it's a very crazy system for every single person to run on. All right. So then apart from the referral bonus, you earn what we call the matrix bonus. Now you now have more persons that want to join Covis Club. As they come to join, a matrix is being developed, built for you. Okay, so what that means is on your stage one, you can have 12 persons on this stage one, and you end up you earn $1 per person, depending on how many persons you do. So if you introduce only your first three, you're going to earn $3. All right. So when your board is filled, you get what we call a step out bonus of 2.5 US dollars. So at the end of this stage one, you can earn as much as $5.5 or $40.5 or 2.5. That is when you got your 12 through spillover. Spillover is a system where if you have an active upline and the upline does more than what is required to do, his work spills for you. All right, that is an effect in the system that you can take advantage of. Okay, so now once you are done with that, don't forget more persons are joining the cycler, more persons are joining Covis, just like that. You have now you have a lot of streams of income. First, your Covis Club International matches will be growing. The cycler system will also be growing for you and you're making money there. Then of course the global metrics, which I'm still going to get to, is going to be growing for you. So you see, you have numerous opportunities to earn. So once you get to your stage two on Covis Club International, a person that finishes stage one under your team, you get $2. So total in stage two, you get a total of $90. And on stage two, level two, that is where you join global metrics for free. But this global metrics is different from this membership profit circle. Global metrics grows based on your team. But when you join global metrics, the only way it can grow is when you have people under your team structure that are also joining global metrics directly under you. That grows it. But this profit circle, it doesn't grow by team. It grows on one single structure. Even though you refer somebody, the person goes to the next available position, not even under you, under somebody else that needs to circle out, just like that. Okay, so All right, so when you are done with stage 2, you move to stage 3. Of course, we have designs that we have people that we've celebrated that finished their stage 2 and their stage 3 members. Okay, so don't forget I said when you hit stage 2, level 2 on Covis Club International, you'll be registered for free on the global metrics. So on global metrics, you have these metrics running for you like automatic. Okay, because as you join, your members also join you, so it grows here also, and you make extra income. All right, so now you are done with stage 2 on Covis Club International. You are now in stage 3. On stage 3, you earn $12.5 per person. Okay, level 1, you get a $10 worth of shopping voucher. Level 2, $25 worth of shopping voucher and a smartphone. Level 3, $200 worth of laptop and your first car, which is $6,250. Okay, all right. So and you get a step out. You get a step out bonus. You get a step out bonus. Sorry, just a moment. All right, so you get a step out bonus of $100, and of course a charity empowerment bonus of $100. So this is your stage 3. So at this stage, you've already qualified for a car. Don't forget, you're going to earn money here. You're going to be earning money on the global metrics as much as you're also earning your money on the cycler project. So it's a very robust system. All right. So and also forget I almost forgot. You're also going to be earning on the video courses, because anybody under your team that you refer directly subscribe to a video course, you also get a 10% commission. So it's a very powerful system and has different ways for you to earn. So that's the stage 3. So we have a lot of people who have benefits, testimonials, right? So then you get to stage 4 here. On stage 4, you earn $150 each. Is on this stage 4, you earn your international trip, your second car, step up bonus of $1,000, charity empowerment of $500. Okay. Then on stage 5 is a diamond, you earn $2,000 per person. This is where you get your housing fund. Okay, $25 luxury trips, $25, $200,000 second house, and step up bonus of $30,000. Right, and your final stage, which is stage 5 or stage 6 rather, you get 50,000 each per person that joins you here, in total of $600,000. Then you get to your infinity. All right, the infinity stage. This is where anybody who joins you on this infinity stage, the system pays you $25,000 for life. As people joins you, you get $25,000 for life. All right. So I said your life is a reflection of your thoughts. Now you've seen all these opportunities. How you think matters a lot. If you think this is not for me, of course, there is no miracle that can happen. There is nothing under heaven. Even God cannot help you. But if you think this is for me and I'm going to make it work, then God shows up. All right. So if you change your thinking, you can change your life. Opportunities, like I've always said, don't really make anybody. Opportunities, yes, it's very good. You see the opportunity, but your action and your inaction, how you take advantage of the opportunity, is what really changes you. Right? So that is also very important. So for me, I've had my success story, and I'm still having more success stories in the network marketing industry. Right? This was in 2016, right, when I got my first car in network marketing, and this is 2020. Last year, December, I got my a brand new GAC Jeep Cooperative Covis Club International 2020 model. All right? So you too can actually have your success story. All you just need to do, have it in your mind, think of it. It's all about a mindset. Your thinking controls your life. As long as you feel you can achieve it, no matter how much or how difficult it looks like, it's just a matter of time. You're going to get there. So ensure, tell yourself it is possible for me. I'm willing to make it work for myself. All right. So if you have a question you want to ask, kindly let me know. You can put up your hand and I'll take your questions. Thank you so much, everyone.